All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halal La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles, elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. All right, I'm the brother Taza War from the GMS New Jersey camp, and it's going to be my solo New Year's Eve of destruction video. It's 9 o'clock, so what, 10, 11, 12? You know, you're going to have the so-called New Year of 2025. And another thing is New Year can't start in the middle of winter, but according to Babylon, the land of confusion, Babylon the Great, America, this is the deception and the life that everybody lives. And unfortunately, we have to go along with it. All right. What you going to do? You know, if you got to work in the system, if you got to deal with the people of this society, you're going to have to be on board with what they set up. So we understand the truth, you know, but, you know, to recap last year, one hell of a year. You got the sightings at the end of the year, the sightings or the signs in heaven, you could say. The Lord is truly doing a work, man. And I'm going to say this, brothers, and I'm speaking for myself first. Stay strong in the spirit, because the Lord is really shifting the house. All right. He's shifting the house, man. Satan is at work overtime. And I'm talking about for those that believe are falling out, you know. Now, I'm not talking about any particular brother, but just in general. You might got family members, you might have a wife that believe, but now all of a sudden, you know, years later, they want to be in the streets. You know, they want to go back to the world. You know, that's that flesh that miss. You know, they feel like they missed out. So they got to make up for lost time. Well, you see what's going on. Now the brothers, what we doing? Sitting tight. You know, everybody's partying, drunk. You know, God knows what, you know, they about to get into and what's going to happen at the end of the night. We about to bring in a new year, and it's going to be a changed year, a very changed year, you know, different. Lord's willing, you know, it be different, meaning the Lord activate Jacob's trouble, fulfill that prophecy, and bring to pass the MOTB, you know, which is the micro C hip. The scriptures tell us in Revelation 13:16, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand on his forehead. All right. And that word mark goes into the Greek word charagma, which is the micro C hip. It's a commerce dealing with buying and selling. All right. So where they put it into the norm, the real ID, and, you know, the gradualism and conditioning is going to come, you know, and all it takes is one crisis, one huge crisis like we saw in 2020, and it's going to bring the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in the hearts of those, you know. It's going to bring that fear, man. I'm going to just say that. So excuse me. Because the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is in the heart, it's in the mind of the elect. And it's going to get very scary. You know, people who misuse the prophets, the people who, you know, turned their back on the prophets, who ignored the Most High's word through the prophets, Proverbs, the 1st chapter, expect them to be, you know, looking for you when you're not going to be nowhere to be found. I really believe the Lord is doing a lot of separation, man. Now, this week at camp that just passed, I didn't talk to the brothers during the week, but been seeing the brothers at the camp and before the camera roll, you know, every brother was sighing and crying, man. You know, every brother that was there at the very beginning, you know, I'm talking about the beginning of the camp. Every brother had an issue, that was bothering them. And I said, that's the spirit. I'm going through something, and it's going to take a lot of great faith in these last days. It's going to take a lot of great faith, and Lord willing, we got it. All we need is the Most High to increase our strength, to increase our faith in these last days, because you're going to need it, man. And I speak what I say for me first, because I want to be strong. We got to be, no matter what, So I want to start off with Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that's exactly what I'm going through right now. It's spiritual wickedness going on. Spiritual wickedness going on. And it's really just the wiles of the devil, which is trickeries. And one thing I've learned a couple days ago was, patience. And patience means to suffer. So patience, it says, put on the whole armor of God. How do you put the whole armor of the Most High on? You put on Yahweh. You put on the elect. You follow these scriptures, man. You call on the true names of the Father and the Son. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Putting on the whole armor, man. Precept upon precept. Line upon line. All right. It says that you may be able. Right. You may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. And I tell you, I'm witnessing Satan shift. I am witnessing Satan. This nigga is in my household, man. And anyway, I'm witnessing Satan shift somebody, to the streets. Maybe they'll shake it. Maybe they won't. So for you brothers and you few sisters out there that do watch, it's important for us to stay strong no matter what. Stay strong in the faith. And it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. That's spirits. There's things happening that we can't see. These spirits are jumping on these people, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse, man. This is what? New Year's, so-called New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve. And it's already coming in, hell, okay? So it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And know that these things got to come to pass, because we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here, man. We have to get out of here. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. And that evil day is the Heavenly Father's judgment. You got those that's of the faith losing it, and they're going tapping into the world like that stuff is important. And meanwhile, we're getting closer and closer to salvation. Why wax worse when we're getting that close? You can actually start seeing the finish line. Now, we don't know the set hour and day, but because of prophecy, we know we close. The finish line is right there. Could you get to it? Could you endure the journey to it, to cross the line of salvation, man? So it says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod in the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you may be able to quench all the fiery dart of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. You know, so prayer, don't forget to pray. All right, don't forget to pray, man. You know, you catching hell, man. You praying every minute, you know, out the day, you know, telling how many times you putting up prayers, you know. So I want to bring this out as well. This is the book. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. And I'm going to start at verse 1 because, you know, we're looking for the end, the signs of Yahushua's return. And that's why we do these videos, you know, to recap, you know, of what the Lord did in this past year that we're going out of, and we're going into a new year and what's to come. So it's important that we do these videos because what is our goal? Our goal and our mission is to look forward to Yahushua's coming. So it says, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came unto him to show him the building of the temple. And Yahushua said unto him, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? You know, so we're looking for those signs. And we know we're close to Yahushua's return because of the major signs that's been shown and prophecy that's coming to pass. All right, World War III, that's not off the table. I did a lesson earlier with Alex Jones speaking about it, and they looking forward to a W. He said in that video I watched that the globalists, meaning the high elite, you know, took a major wound in 2024 according to their agenda because things didn't work out as perfectly. But everything is orchestrated by the Most High. The Most High controls the spirits. And then he said about the World War III that Biden is falling back, but Ukraine is still, you know, going through it because Russia and Vladimir Putin is not playing. And that's the Most High that put in their hooks. He put them hooks in their jars, in their jaw, all right, to come back to that war mindset because a great war is about to take off, all right, a war in heaven, all right, a war is about to take off in this World War III. So it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we know the end is not just yet because they have to bring to pass that micro C-hip. That has to come to pass. And also Jacob's trouble, all right, has to come to pass. And Lord willing, I pray it be this year, man. I pray the Lord, I pray Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai rain all hell upon the wicked this year. May Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai rain all hell upon those that come against this truth, you know, and quick judgment, man, upon those who turn their back on the Lord. Quick judgment, man. You know, so, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? See that you be not troubled. So that's the World War III. You know, you hearing the World War III, World War III, World War III. You got dudes that do posts every day about it. You know, as soon as you thinking it's dying down, nope, it's articles that going up that people are missing of the bickering that's going back and forth. It says, see that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And that's what we're going into. The sighing and crying, we're doing a lot more. And sorrows, you know, I'm going to look that word up, sorrows, right? Well, let's read the NLT. It says, but all this is the only first of the birth pains, with more to come. So birth pains, you know, That's prophecy. You know, these prophecies are going to come like birth pains. It's like when a woman in travail, meaning she's pregnant, giving birth, and her water breaks, she go through a process for the baby to come out. She has a water break, then her a thing down there, centimeters open, and she go through these type of pains every other minute, whatever how her body work, the Lord do it. And then she able to calm herself and snap back to reality, and then them pains come again, and then it stop again, then them pains come again, and then it stop again, then that pain come again, and then eventually that pain sets in, and then all that baby has to come out, and then that pain don't stop until that baby come out. You know, so the Lord compared his prophecies like a woman in travail, a woman giving birth, those birth pains. You know, if you had a woman, you had a couple children, you know, and you know how it works, you know, if you know, you know. So just want to look up the word sorrows real quick in the Strong's.
Strong's G 5604, Odin.
It says the pain of childbirth, travail pain, birth pains, intolerable anguish. In reference to the dire calamities proceed the advent of the Messiah. Sorrow, pain, travail, a pain, right? Especially of a childbirth, pain, sorrow, travail. So, you know. So anyway, right. So that's what I want to leave. And then, that's basically it, man. I don't have much. Once again, this is a solo dolo sit down lesson. New Year's Eve of destruction. And may the Most High bring in more destruction. All right. He bring in more destruction this year upon the wicked. We need to get out of here. So I know what I want to read. I read this earlier also in another lesson, but I'll get it again. This is 1 Peter's. Salakia, let me get that back. 2 Peter's 3 and verse 10. It says, a new heaven and a new earth. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So that takes me back to Wada Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because what manner of person should we be at this moment, being that the Lord is going to judge this place? It says we should what? What manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, meaning how you conducting yourself. This is not time to taste the world, go back in the world and care for the shit that doesn't matter. Taking on responsibilities of others when you have no business doing that. Everyone that's outside of your immediate family, which is what? Your husband, your wife, your children, more than likely they ain't gonna make it. All right. Now, I'm not saying the Most High arms are too small to save, but it's according to the elect. And being that the times are short, the Lord said it was our minds to go astray. So being returned, seek him 10 times more. So you really have to focus on you, and when shit hit the fan, you can't save them. You can't even save yourself. Your sisters, your brothers, your aunts, your uncles, shit, your sister children, your brother children, your nieces, your nephews. You can't save them, man. Now, you can pray for them and hope that the Lord show mercy. But when shit hit the fan, more than likely they're going to take that micro C hit, and that's just the truth. And why is that the truth? Because they're not built up in the spirit. All right. They're not built up in the name and spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They don't know these scriptures. Yahweh Shai said, he that saveth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So, they ain't going to make it unless the Lord have mercy on them, and they find their way, in your household. The Most High can do that, and that's if it's his will. All right. If it's his will, he can. But the scriptures say what? One of a family, one shall be taken, the other left, roughly paraphrasing. The scriptures say the righteous shall scarcely be saved. And that word scarcely means almost not. The elect is very small. It's a small remnant. All right. So you got to keep that in mind. So it's very important to focus on you and being blameless and unspotted before the Most High. And if you have a family, taking care of your immediate family. You know, a husband is the head of his family. So it would be best for him to serve the Lord in righteousness and sincerity and enduring to the end to hopes that, you know, the Lord have mercy on his family. The Lord ain't coming to save your aunts and uncles, you know, those that's in your family that don't know his name, that's praying to Jesus Christ, eating pork, celebrating pagan holidays. They're going to be destroyed. Because if not, they will wake up to this truth. Those who believe in the end will be the elect. So, what manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Because the conversation goes into mannerism. How do you conduct yourself? You know, how are you, what are your deeds? You know, are you praying to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? Are you honest? Are you sincere? Are you truthful? You know, are you walking in the ways of the scriptures? Are you keeping the laws to the best of your ability? Are you rehearsing the righteous acts? You know, this is not a time to taste the world. Like I said, you know, go back into the world and feel like you missing out. You know, this shit is crazy, man. But it's supposed to be. You know, you got to be able to get through it, man. All right. So may the Lord have mercy on those of the elect. Have mercy on us. Have mercy on the humble. Have mercy on the peaceful. You know, the what's the scripture say? The peaceable ones. Let me see if I can find that. Peacemakers. Yeah, let me grab that. Yeah, bless. Yep, that one. So, nah. People. All right, let's read this. This is Matthew chapter 5:1. It says, and seeing the multitude, he went up into the mountain. And when he was set, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. You see this? You know, those that hunger and thirst for righteousness, meaning they look for that righteous behavior, man. You know, that positive, righteous behavior, how you, you know, show charity among each other and how you live your life. You know, that's why the book of Ezekiel 9:4, he says, set a mark upon the foreheads of those that sigh and cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof, because they hunger for righteousness. They thirst for it. All right. They're complaining because of the wicked. You know, something needs to be done. So blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see the Most High. So you see, when you show mercy, you will receive mercy. When you don't show mercy, you're not going to receive no mercy. It says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of the Most High. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Now I want to go back up to verse 9, because it says, blessed are the peacemakers. You know, it's being a peacemaker is someone who always, you know, trying to make it right, so it don't be no confusion. You know, it's no confusion. So a peacemaker is, you know, somebody who's trying to patch it up, you know, so that everything could be smooth, right? it says, for they shall be called the children of the Most High. Blessed are they which are persecuted, and you're going to have brothers persecuted, right, for righteousness' sake, because they believe in this truth, for they believe in Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say in all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. All right. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. All right. So, that's basically the lesson, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you were edified. Just know that, if we're going into 2025 and it's not even 25 yet, it's only 9:23 and we got to 12 o'clock, what the rest of the year 2025 is going to be like. Keep in mind the spiritual things, and, be mindful of the wiles of the devil, the trickeries, everything that we've been learned in these scriptures, we have to apply them. It's time to apply them even more. We always apply the scriptures, but now it's time to keep your mind on the scriptures, because people are getting shifted. Those who once believed, no more fear, doing whatever they want, no respect. And it's like they're not willing to take any type of reproof. And look, I'm hearing a lot of thunder. It's about to rain like crazy outside. Something big could even go down within a few hours. And I pray Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, let it rain hell upon the wicked, man. Let it rain hell, and let it get them. Let them angels get them, man. But Lord willing, I pray you are edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Racha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's elect. Shalom.